Yo, what is good? This is Soul Trade, and today we go over to my trade recap for today. Today is April 4th, 2025, and it's the end of the first week of April. Um, coming into today, um, thought we were pretty bullish, not gonna lie. We had swept the past lows before market opens. Market opens at 9:30, as you can see right here. We swept that low, and we continued higher. So think it was pretty bullish, and I also had um, fair value gaps marked out, order blocks, 5 minute fair value gap right here that we never touched, and yeah, that's really it. All right, so let me go into 1 minute real quick. So I ended up taking three trades, I believe. I don't know if the partials count in here, but yeah. So I ended up taking a trade right here. What ended up happening was I saw sweep liquidity. Let me go right here. Where's that? We swept this low right here. We swept that low. We pushed up higher, created a fair value gap right here. Went back, retest inside of it, and then we rejected out of it, so it's pretty good. We got it respected. So then I waited for this candle to get a better entry because the market was moving pretty volatile right here. Like this whole thing is like only 47 points, so my stop loss gonna be fucking huge if I do that. And I only entered like couple of micros today, only like two or three or four. I didn't even go above like four or five. So yeah, I ended up entering right here, and then I was saying once it gets to this high, I'll put a break even, which I did, and then that was really it. I I believe it was this fair value gap right here. I don't remember. My bad. But yeah, yeah, this fair value gap also respected it, went up into it, and then rejected out of it. And we tapped this inverse one and we kept going, or this bullish one if you don't trade inverses. But yeah, so then the second trade was right here. This big move down caused the inverse fair value gap. We ended up sweeping this low right here, and then we continued up higher. So this was like a bearish fair value gap with the bullish one, so it's a BPR right there. As you guys can see, it did end up hitting it, but then what happened was as soon as I got that entry, price started to like weaken and weaken a little bit. So what ended up happening was it kept like opening strong and then push back down, open strong, push back down, open strong, push back down. But finally, when this kind of opened up, went into this fair value gap right here that I have marked out, and that's when I put a break even, and I got a break even. So I went break even with two trades, and then for this one I won. Um, yeah. Let me go over the third one real quick then. So right here, I wait for the market to do its thing. As you can see right here, it respected the fair value gap, dumped even lower. So yeah, we ended up sweeping this low right here, and then we swept this low, and we got an SMT right here. I'm talking about like the time of my entry, not like price where price is right now. So let me go on the chart real quick. So as you guys can see, the same times. ES swapped the low, NQ didn't. SMT right there. So yeah, what I do with SMTs or like liquidity sweeps and something like that, I just wait for an inverse fair gap to get disrespected and retapped into. So what ended up happening here was we got the sweep of liquidity on ES but not NQ, and then we inverse this bearish fair value gap right here with this candle, and then we retapped back into it, and I got a pretty iffy what's it called, feeling. I got it up here, and I didn't like how much I was risking right here, so I entered three, and I realized like my risk was not really that good, so I just sold one once it went back to break even, and once I went to break even, it just pumped up, just tapped the inverse fair gap again, and it pumped up, but it's alright. As long as you're following your rules, it's the best thing to do. And being honest with you, I didn't even write my rules are like non-negotiable or no excuses that I cannot cross. I didn't do that. Um, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it someday. In this weekend. All right. So yeah, this trade, ES took the low, NQ didn't, and then we ended up inversing this fair value gap, retap back into entry right there. once we hit this fair value gap, I put it at break even. And then once it tapped this other fair value gap and seen it close under, I just put my stop loss right here, below this candle. This wick right here. And then I'm getting stopped out right there. I would have done break even anyways, but I was just pretty sure that if we do reject off this fair value gap, and then I'll just put my stop loss there, because even if it does come down here, then it's just gonna invalidate my entry anyways. So I just took some profits as I could, and then that's it. But I still followed my rules, so that's pretty good. Yeah, today's price action was pretty good. It was just like my sizing was not that good, but it was just two break evens, and then you could have cut this short right here since we tapped at the median of the order block right here, and then inverse this fair value gap, retap back into right here, and then you could have kept going. But yeah, I was too busy in my longs, so that's why I didn't do anything. But yeah, that's really it. Um, See ya next week, boys.